How's it going, guys? Octopus here and welcome back. As you can see on the screen, congratulations! You got a Sid and a mirror for doing the high score challenge. That was during these 3 days. This is my free-to-play account and I got a score of 2,600,000, which got me a lot of the items and top 50,000. So yeah, 50,000. I got it right. So that is good. Place 23,287. Ooh, fancy. Let's see me do that in the actual high score challenge. But that got me a free Sid and a free mirror, so I'm not complaining. It was a good filler just to do. I think I spent 10 minutes on it. I ended up using the fancy new Donald we got, and I got more on that soon. But we're talking about the updates. We just got an update. There was a Twitter announcement about the egg jokes. There were so many bad egg jokes everywhere. But let's start from the bottom of this list. Solo ranking rewards are back. If I can actually touch my screen, there you go. So weekly ranking prizes. These are probably one of my favorites. They are and aren't because nobody has this much time. Like, a lot of people do, but I personally don't have this much time to actually rank in top 5, 100, even probably 1,000. I'm gonna try anyways, but definitely not for both accounts. I'm only gonna do it for my main account. I will try to do some Lux farming on this account, but not enough to make me in top 1,000 or anything like that. So here we go. We got the new Charity Charm, Capricorn, which is going to be a Raid Boss Omega perk plus 10, which is really good. So if you guys don't have one yet, I don't know if there's one out already, but there probably is or isn't. But anyways, this one gives you a Raid Boss perk plus 10, which is what you guys want when you want to summon Omega Raid Bosses. You put a bunch of this on and you're going to have Omega Raid Bosses showing up like no tomorrow. And also Magic Gems. So let's go right into it. Let's look at the Union rankings for rank 1 Union. So that's the Union that's always on the top of the list when you guys log in on Monday. You'll see all the ratings and saying, hey, Unicorn or Vulps are in top or not. So if you're in the top Union, which is usually Vulps, you're going to have to make top 5 for the title and 5 Magic Gems, top 100 for 4 gems, and the second title of top 100. And then for 2 gems, top 1,000, and 1 gem is top 10,000. So that's if you're in the first Union, which is Vulps usually, and I think it's going to be like that for a long time. But for the second Union, you're going to have to be top 1 and 5 is always going to be the same thing with top 100. It changes when you get to the third ranking. So for the second Union, top 600 instead of, as you can see here, top 1,000. Same goes for the next one, I think, too. It's not right here, you can see 6,000, it's not 10,000. So the last 2 rankings always change in between unions. So far, that's how they've been doing it. But for this union, 600 is for 2, 6,000 for 1. For this one, 500 and 2,000. And for the fourth one, we got 500 and 1,500. And for the last union is 500 and 1,000. Are those two the same? 500 and 1,500? Okay, the only thing that changed, if you want 1 magic gem, it's 1,000 for the last one and 1,500 for the 4th place one. So the rankings are different. Since I think Ursus was in rank 4 last time, I am going to try to go for top 100 for this, guys, because magic gems, any gems, is actually really good. They are putting them out in avatar boards a lot now, so you don't have to worry too much. Like I said, they have 2 sides of everything. Now, if you're a dedicated player and you play this game every day as much as you guys can, then you are most likely going to go for top 1,000, top 100, and so on. But for, like I said, there's a balance between the game. You can get the gems through this, or you can get to the gems through events and avatar boards. It depends what your playstyle is, if you're casual or hardcore. If you're casual, you're going to depend on events and avatar boards. If you're hardcore, then you're definitely going to go for these Lux rankings. But don't feel bad if you don't rank high in these Lux rankings, because avatar boards and events. So go do what you guys can do. Don't kill yourselves on this. If you burn yourself out, the game's not going to be enjoyable. So play as much as you enjoy and try to get a good ranking. If anything, aim for top 1,000. If not, don't worry about it. Game becomes easier as you go. Especially if you're new to play, it's hard to make top 1,000 unless you spent a lot of money. So that's the first one. I kind of rambled a long time there, didn't I? Anyways, second part, a hard-boiled daily challenge event. Why is my screen acting funny? There we go. Did I skip anything? No, I didn't skip anything. Okay, a hard-boiled daily challenge event, which is basically daily jewels, but there's a little twist on this one. So it is for a week, like all the other events, so up to 200 jewels per quest, which gets you 1,400 jewels for the week, which is great. Free jewels is always good, especially for us free-to-play players. And the point of the whole egg thing that was coming out, their whole joke, and they made all those those really bad jokes about, but it was a good laugh. Since solo rankings are also ongoing during these quests, I'm pretty sure it's only for these quests, for these challenge events each day there will be a new quest of total. And since the solo ranking are also ongoing, Incognito Heartless will also appear in each quest. Defeat these Heartless to summon raid bosses quickly and earn exceptional amounts of lux to boost yourself in the rankings. So I'm pretty sure it's just in these daily quests, the ones for the jewels, that actually have these eggs in there, and the eggs are probably going to summon the raid bosses. There might be something like defeat only 2 eggs and then go to the quest, this one, to summon a certain Omega raid boss, or it might be just defeating the eggs will summon a random raid boss. I'm not sure, there might be a system to it. If I figure it out, I'll let you guys know, but I'm pretty sure if you defeat up to 3 eggs like any other raid event, it'll summon a raid boss. But maybe if you stop at 2 eggs and then go do quest something, it'll summon the specific raid boss you guys want. I'll test that out, I'm not sure, but for now, just kill these eggs and you will get a raid boss. And that's how you're going to farm for the ranking. Then we got VIP Magic Mirrors. So this is a part where if you are new to the game and you're not spending money, you're not going to be able to do this because this is behind a paywall. Basically, it's here for a week. It's from January 9th to the 15th. Like usual, everything's a week. It ends on a Monday, starts on a Monday. You get to use these magic mirrors. You guys know what magic mirrors are. If you don't, basically when you put 7 medals together, you get a gilted. A percentage will roll and you'll see your number. Most medals have from 25 to 50 to 100% depending what tier they are. That's their max guilt. Let's say you have a tier 3 medal and you rolled it and you got 70%. You have to throw 30 mirrors on there to make it 100%. Unless you get another of that copy of that medal, you can re-guilt it, but mirrors are used for that. So this is kind of good. It's not permanent, which kind of, I think it's a good thing and also a bad thing. It depends how you're playing. If you're a person that buys a VIP pack every week, it would have been nice to actually have this as a permanent quest like the Sid mission. To have this having every week with the Sid mission and the Chippendales and everything would make that $20 very worth it to have these many actual farmable items. So if you could farm Sids, Magic Mirrors, Chippendales, and have all the quests unlocked plus 3,000 jewels, that's actually pretty good value. Especially Magic Mirrors. Magic Mirrors are going to make a huge difference, guys. Especially when Problem Mode comes out, these are needed. But like I said, if you're free to play, don't worry, there's other means of getting Magic Mirrors. But it's here for a week. You get, pretty sure by the picture, you get 3 each quest, just like the Sid's medals. And that's all there is to say for that one. If you're spending money on the game, that's a great thing. I'm happy for you guys. But here we go. Epic Epic Attacker Deal. Basically, we had this before. It is tier 3 or higher medals that are AoE, I'm pretty sure. Everything that's AoE. So we got Zack, Musketeer Goofy, Aladdin, Musketeer Mickey. We got Chain of Memory, Black Hole Riku, Final Form Sora. So this is all AoE medals. I don't see any medals that are single target. Bell, Owl, Hydra. Nope, still all, yeah. So I'm pretty sure this is all the AoE tier 3 medals. So it's very specific list instead of being very random, where it's giving you all tier 3s and you have those single targets in there. So if you want AoE medals, this is a good time to grab them. Personally, I'm not going to pull for this even on my free accounts because I'd rather wait for something that is very hard to get in a pull. So like the Illustrated Kari, that's a great time to pull. The Illustrated King Mickey was a great time to pull. Illustrated Sorith, what else? There's a bunch. Anything that's a buffer and illustrated or special, you guys want to wait for that. Or my new playstyle, which I only pull during high score challenges to get that 40% medal. But that's my playstyle. For anyone that's looking for any good buffers, there is a bunch in here. You do have Owl, which is really good. Bell is really good. What else do you guys got here? We got Mr. Smee. If you don't have an illustrated Shion or HD Axel, you can put SP Gauge 2 on there and have a poor man's illustrated Shion. Same thing goes for Owl. And you do get to get some of the 8 illustrated Soras, Riku, Terra. They all have buffs on them and they're all AoE, which is really good. And you also get the medals we just had, which is illustrated Shion, HD Axel, and Casual Roxas. So very good pull. It's a big pool now than it was before when they first released this, but that's because we're getting farther into the game. Everything in here comes with 3 dots already, so if you pull 2 of them, you're going to be able to gilt it. If you have 3 in your storage laying around and you pull 1 of them, then you're guaranteed to gilt 2. So really good deal for anyone that's starting off and doesn't want to wait any longer. I do recommend waiting because tier 5 should be coming out soon. High score challenges should be coming out soon with Ariel and Flounder, which I'm waiting for. It's taking longer than usual, but just be patient if you guys aren't stuck in anything. If you guys are already completing all the quests or you're near quest 500, you don't have to push any farther. Just wait for a new high score challenge to come out and start doing that. So only do this if you're stuck in the event quests. Besides that, great deal. If you guys are going to spend money or basically spend money. If you have like a good amount of jewels and you're okay spending and you have something on here you want to get, it's really good to do because there's a lot of good medals. But if you already have a huge inventory of medals, then I wouldn't worry too much about this because you're gonna have a lot of repeats and probably you already have a lot of gilded medals. To pull from here, you're gonna end up with a lot of medals you don't need, and that's a lot of wasted jewels that could have been used for like a high score challenge or something really good like the new illustrated medals and the near tier 5 medals. So I would say be patient, wait it out guys, but that's just my advice. That's it for the update. There is nothing else. It's just an update, I guess, to get us prepared for Proud Mode because they did say in September, I believe, that Proud Mode was going to be in January. Same thing for multiplayer. And from everything I see here is basically just kind of helping those people out to have their guilds ready and have all their mirrors to actually get to a certain percentage, because certain quests need 40% gilded medals, other quests need 70% gilded medals. Not a lot of them, but a majority of that's going to have it if you want to proceed through the game. But there's plenty of free event medals that we're getting. Gilt those medals, get them at 70% or higher, and we'll pretty much be good to go for the first couple of quests. They're going to come out in portions, so we're not going to get all 300 right away. We'll probably get 30 to 50 for the first bit, and then so on and so on. So don't go too crazy. Save up those magic mirrors until Proud Mode comes out, because you can throw your magic mirrors onto certain medals to pass certain Proud Mode quests. Instead of using magic mirrors to make everything 100%, you use magic mirrors on that gilded, let's say, piglet you got. If you actually gilded a piglet and he's at 39%, you can throw a magic mirror. Now you can use that piglet for the first quest as your buffer. Stuff like that. So save your resources, wait it out. I'm rambling more than I probably need to, but that's just what me planning ahead of time and thinking about what's coming out. So that's it guys. That's the update. It's going to be a quiet week. And hopefully starting this Thursday night, which is Friday for a lot of people, they had the new high score challenge and we're ready to go, because I'm itching for a high score challenge or something else. But for this week, I could see why they didn't put a high score challenge because of Lux ranking. So farm the Lux if you guys want extra magic gems, which you do. Try the best you can, but don't worry about it. They will be in avatar boards. As always guys, thanks for watching. Keep on smiling and the world will smile with you, and I'll see you guys in the next one.